So excited for not just what you're doing right now in the market, just the foreclosure market, but also about your developments, but also what's to come. I mean, just this last development you mentioned, that's going to be incredible.
Yeah, it's a 4-year deal.
Well, that's a legacy you're leaving. So
yeah.
And it's a legacy you're leaving for all of these investors, and hopefully very soon nationwide, that are going to be able to utilize this this portal that will help them. It's something that never existed before. You're creating something out of nothing.
And creating is
fun.
Yeah, it'd be having a creative spirit aligned to an entrepreneurial spirit is kind of unique. And I like it's to create things is just a wonderful thing. I'm actually a really frustrated architect. I would love to have been an architect. First of all, I can't draw. Secondly, I haven't got the brains. All right, but I'd love to have put something down on paper and then just see it. And that's why I'm so envious of Shane. He's this artist.
Yeah. That
you can just redline something. And he turned up at this new development that we've done, and I said, what do you think we can do here? I want to build some sky villas. I want to go 43 foot plus up into the air. So you got and he's sitting there with and then 3 weeks later, he gives us a schematic and some sort of footprint.
But
that's glorious.
Yeah, but you're not giving yourself enough credit. It's glorious what you've done in multiple ways. You've created a vision out of nothing, and you're putting, I don't know about everything, but a significant amount, I'm sure, of your net worth on the line to do this vision. And this is something, again, you're just creating it out of the netherworld, So while you can't use pen and paper or CAD or, a computer to draw this stuff up, you are an artist in your own right.
Well, this site was brought to us as an investment opportunity to just kind of hit the desk. Mm-hmm. It was like a 4 cap, which is no good to anybody.
Sure.
And I thought, just for laughs and giggles, I do a drive-by.
Yeah.
And then, as usual, I don't just drive up the front and drive off. And I actually drove all the way around. And I thought, there's a beautiful community behind it, really high net worth homes. And I thought, what's that? Oh, that's the water, because I didn't look at the map properly. And that's the intracoastal. Oh, I wonder what happened. So I got because I love to, again, another thing, I love to fly a drone. So I threw my drone up. I'm looking at the thing, 43 foot, and I'm looking, okay, wow,
views.
That's the water.
Yeah.
Let's go and take a look at the zoning. It was a shoe-in. By right, you could build up to, I think, 60 feet. And then I knew it was a deal. Didn't tell anybody, because everyone's looking at it through the lens of an investment.
Yeah.
And I looked at it through the lens of a development. And that is all about opportunity, and that is all about executing upon your opportunity.
Sure. We talk about like value add, like with multifamily, buy an 8-unit property and put on that 9th unit, or put in another duplex on the side or something. This is an extreme example of incredible value add that you're creating here. I mean, you're thinking completely outside of the box and creating value where no one had any idea there was value.
It's all about angles.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's all about angles.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, why don't you shamelessly plug again a couple of your sites, if you would. PropertyOnion.com, of course, the number one.
Well, we'd actually got a special. I spoke to Damon, and I told him that I was going to be doing this podcast, and I said, look, we've got an opportunity here to shamelessly plug it and to actually sell. And what I would like to do is to say that I don't know if you're going to put it up on the screen or whatever, but if you go to getpropertyonion.com, that's getpropertyonion.com, there's a very special deal. Now, we did this for one of our podcasts about 2 months ago, and it was basically $350 worth of goodies and incentives and everything else, and 6 months full access to the site for $95. So it's like about a 75% return. Oh, 70% return. Everything I go talk about is not return. 75% discount.
Yeah.
And so getpropertyonion.com. And I don't think.
Well, I might be logging on here when I get back to the office. So 6 months access is great, full access.
And don't forget the foreclosure market. It's predicted to go up another 3.5% in South Florida against a national level of 5% over the next year.
Yep. Well, we're seeing the numbers of foreclosures on the on average on daily auctions going up over the last year or two, correct? Significantly.
Yeah.
It went from a very low number, a handful a day, to more than a handful. So,
well, it's the sub $300,000 properties that are climbing, which is like 55% of the South Florida market.
Yeah.
So that the middle market's staying okay, but the upper market above $700,000, that's kind of unaffected. So it's really the sub 300 grand, properties, and that's where people are looking in the auctions right now, and that's why there's more property. Unfortunately, I say unfortunately because the business we're in is because of someone else's misery.
Sure.
And I always respect that. Respect that.
Sure.
I don't but if I'm not doing it, someone else will. And that's, it's good enough for my therapy.
Yeah. Well, we have to create liquidity in the market. I mean, that's just a fact. Or else those properties, if there wasn't this auction, those properties would sit there forever. But get PropertyOnion.com, and what's the other website?
CentennialInvestments.com. CentennialInvestments.com. And I'm unfortunately, maybe you put it on the screen afterwards. I'll give you there's a drop down. I think it's called either About Us or Investments, and it's got CITV, which is what it's called, CITV. Actually, that's our YouTube channel, CITV. Centennial Investments Television, strangely enough, and you can go there and you can see that might be an easier way of going to our website, unless you really want to do a deep dive on all our properties that we've bought and sold, and in Europe as well.
Good, excellent. Well, I love it. Well, thank you for being here today, Tony. This is amazing for us to get to hear what you're doing, where you're going, and what the origin story was. I didn't know all that, so it's a great story. So
yeah, this was great. Thank you.